The game Sea of Thieves has a huge problem, bro. I feel like I say that too much about games. Like, I feel like everyone, like, kind of has played Sea of Thieves. Like, I feel like it's a game that, everybody got to at one point. At least played for a little bit, at least hopped on a ship, knows the basics of the game. It's not that complicated. Sea of Thieves is probably one of the most unique games you can find that actually capture the true feeling of, like, sailing in a world. And, like, in a fictional world, like, where you can do so much, where you can just look for chests and treasure, and you can go fight krakens, and you can go take out skeleton forts. There's so much to do in Sea of Thieves. And over time, there have been some dope updates, like actual ship like destruction, new quest lines that take you to entire different places of the map. Like, there's some dope shit that Sea of Thieves has added. Even though with all those dope additions, Sea of Thieves still has a problem that I think isn't anything new to anybody anymore. Guys, I wanted to say before we start the video, 95% of you aren't subscribed. Chances are, if you're watching this video right now, you're not subscribed. So if you enjoy the video, make sure you take the time to go down there and press the subscribe button, or, well, we'll find you. Sea of Thieves' only problem is its progression system. If you think about it, there is a lot to do in Sea of Thieves. You can do so many activities, so many tasks, so many quests and missions, and you can do a lot. But there is no favorable progression system. When I first played Sea of Thieves, I thought the objective was to get gold chests, get coins, and then turn it in for money, and then you can use that money to unlock a whole bunch of different new weapons and items and gear and ships and shit. No. You can only buy cosmetics. That is the only thing to do in Sea of Thieves. You progress through quests to get more quests that are maybe a step more complicated, and then after that you are just getting more coins, and then with those coins you are just buying better cosmetics constantly. Sea of Thieves has added a lot of good gameplay updates, just making gameplay more fun. Like I said, ship destruction, different types of mobs, sailors and sellers out in the middle of the sea, skeleton ships that can come fight you. There are a ton of cool different things that they've added, but that all means less when there's no long-term meaning in the game. Ever since day one, the goal was to become a pirate legend, which is so hard to do, by the way. If you're a pirate legend, you play that game so much. To get to level 50 with all the traders, are you kidding me? And even after you're a pirate legend, you're still getting coins only to get cooler cosmetics. The game is all cosmetics. You can get a cooler looking sword or a cooler looking telescope, but that doesn't mean it's better. There's no actual progression for better shit. You only get cooler looking shit, and that's everything in the game. When I realized this, I was turned off to Sea of Thieves more than ever. I feel like, I wasn't gonna grind all the way for Pirate Legend only to have like a couple new quests unlocked and more cosmetics. Like, it's not worth it to me. And if you go in YouTube comments of the most recent updates, when they only really add new cosmetics, you'll see everybody's extremely disappointed that there's no long-term progression updates. Sea of Thieves is fun to be in for a couple hours with your friends, but then you realize, what are we working towards? Yeah, it's a good game to hop on and have fun, but long-term playing Sea of Thieves is hard because what are you gonna do after you get all that money? You might pimp out your ship, you might pimp out your clothes, but I mean, that's all you're going to do. Sea of Thieves has some of the best graphics, some of the best ship mechanics, good combat with the mobs. There's so much going for Sea of Thieves. There's nothing wrong with the gameplay at all. It nails the ship combat, and Sea of Thieves is a great game because of that. I've had great moments in Sea of Thieves, and it's a game about the gameplay, but they can still have things that you can work towards overall. The game has room for that progression too. I don't think it would be too wrong to have players with better swords and better gear and just better stuff overall. Like a game like Assassin's Creed Black Flag, where you're actually upgrading your ship and upgrading the specific things with the parts you find, that's already in Sea of Thieves. There's already materials like wood planks and all that. Why can't you use those to maybe start upgrading your ship? Even if it's only for the play session that you're in, you should be able to upgrade shit. And you could argue that this affects PvP. It'll be too unfair if a galleon goes up against a galleon that's a higher level. This is also true. But then again, this is a basic incentive for people to keep playing the game. You can skill match people based on how high level their galleon is or how level their sloop is. It doesn't really matter. But you should be able to make upgrades to your ship that actually affect your gameplay. You should be able to make upgrades to your kit that actually affect your gameplay. Guns should be able to get stronger. There could be new crafting things. There could be so much that you add to Sea of Thieves to make it so people just keep playing. I'm tired of getting hella coins, hella loot, only to sell it and then buy on some new clothes. But if you want people to play your game, if you want people to keep coming back and want to get further into the game, instead of just picking up a new quest line, they gotta add some new progression systems. And in these updates, that they're not focusing on it. They're only adding new cosmetics, some new features, but mostly just new cosmetics. I mean, it'd even be cooler if the traders could give you better stuff to help you with the quests, but there's really nothing going on. I think Sea of Thieves still has time to add like long-term progression systems that actually make it fun to get further in the game. But other than that, I can't see myself really going back. I want to know what you guys think of Sea of Thieves. Do you guys think it's fun? Do you guys see yourself playing it for a long period of time without getting bored? As always, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace out.